Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Infinite Series Rhino Bathwave Superior Venom. Superior? I'll be the judge of that. Reading from the packaging back, and the blurb states, bonded to the black alien symbiote Otto Octavius became the 8-legged Superior Venom. Which I guess they've cut out a degree of separation to keep it simples, but it's actually Doc Ock's mind in Peter Parker's body taken over by the Venom symbiote. And I'm honestly surprised to see Venom in this form, as after all it was only a brief holiday for an issue or two for the symbiote away from his most recent long-term host Flash Thompson. Now I myself am a veteran of my very own Superior Venom custom, which puts me in a fairly unique position of knowing the pitfalls of translating this appearance from flat comic art into dimensional plastic. And I'd like to say Hasbro have avoided those pitfalls, but no, they've fallen straight in. Superior Venom was drawn by Humberto Ramos, who has a very distinct style. It's very fluid, often changing from panel to panel, which makes using his art as reference for a figure very difficult. His distinct style uses very stylized proportions, seen in Superior Venom with a very triangulated torso that's wide-shouldered and broad-chested, tapering dramatically down into a really cinched tiny waist. To achieve that for my custom, I ended up splicing together two differently proportioned upper and lower torsos, further beefing up the upper torso with some sculpting. So Hasbro picking one of their regular bodies off the rack was never gonna work, and from that rack they settled on the Pizza Spidey body that's long and lean and never achieved the broad-shouldered proportions of Superior Venom. To do the character design justice, it really needs to be a unique sculpt. The woes continue with the tentacles, come tendrils, come spider legs, whatever they are, they're just a bit lackluster. Now I'm not even expecting a bendy wire inside them or for them to have hinged parts so they articulate, although both those options would have been awesome. For my custom, I articulated them. Yet I know the days of setting those kind of expectations in a mass-produced figure at this price point are long gone, but removing them you can see that each of them have a unique shape at the place where they plug in. That renders them static. If the plug part for each was identically circular, that way at least you could rotate each around a bit, or create a variety as to which one plugs in where. That would make for an improvement and wouldn't have cost any more, so it's not like Hasbro can play the budget card there. Taking a closer look on the white deco with the spider symbol, it's not great. It's at that same patchy level we've seen with many a Legends of late. And here I'll quit with the niggles because I know some people will be like, Glenn, why are you so negative all the time? Hey, if I'm slamming down my hard-earned money, it's my right to be. But more positively, I like the white line work with the spider web, and yes, it's supposed to have that haphazard pattern. I know when the Superior Spider-Man figure came out, people were like, Hasbro can't even paint a straight line. But that's taken exactly from the artwork these characters are based on, so to those people, read a comic sometime. They don't buy. So Superior Venom is let down big time by reusing this body, but what there is that is unique, I do like. The head sculpt is pretty gnarly and well observed to the art it references. He's got a huge mouthful of snaggly looking fangs, and I like those midnight black slitted eyes. The feet are good too. They may be easily overlooked, but I enjoy the pointed toenails almost becoming talons. They're quite a unique foot, and from a customizer's mindset, it's good to add those to the arsenal. Let's now look at articulation, and the head rotates side to side. It looks down a real decent amount, and then looks up this far. At the shoulder there's arm rotation, and the arm moves up to about a right angle to the body. There's upper arm rotation, and then it has those butterfly joints which moves the arms forwards and backwards. Then a double jointed elbow, then at the wrists the hands rotate and they're also hinge, moving down and up. There's waist rotation and then an ab crunch which moves this far forward and then this far back. At the hips, the legs move out to the side, not too far, but they move forward a real decent amount, and they move slightly back. There's upper leg rotation, then a double jointed knee, then at the ankle it's hinged, moving the foot backwards and forwards, and it has that crazy ankle rocker pivot that I love, but with a limited hip articulation, he's not able to take full advantage of that ankle pivot and take as wide a stance as you might think. So, taking advantage of the articulation with some more animalistic poses does better serve the spirit spirit of the character and make for a better looking action figure. But to me, this is the dud of this wave. Yet saying that, I do like some of the elements, they just don't all come together though. But credit to Hasbro for snatching from the pages a fleeting moment and not plumping for an obvious choice. For in my opinion, better from this series, click the video on the right as Hasbro's Craven faces off against his earlier Toy Biz counterpart. Some correspondence from that video. Finger articulation is a tricky one. I commend the engineering of some of Toy Biz's finger articulation, yet sometimes with Toy Biz, the finger articulation of certain figures felt like articulation for articulation's sake. Sure, yo collecciono y personalizo figuras de acción? Every Spanish-speaking subscriber instantly unsubscribes for me butchering the language. Sorry, at school I was taught German. Never taken any Spanish. I'd love to see Vulture and Scorpion in the new Spider-Man movie. The report that suggested those two did rumour Jason Biggs from American Pie as the Scorpion though, which to me seems completely absurd. Anyway, stay tuned and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye.